Hello everyone, this is Revathi working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology from SNS College of Engineering. In my today lecture series, we are going to see about FTP, which was File Transfer Protocol. Let's we move on to the topic. File Transfer Protocol is standard protocol provided by the TCP/IP version for copying a file from one host to another in over the network. Then challenges in the transferring files are two systems may use different file name conventions. Then two systems may have different ways to represent data. Then two systems may have different directory structure. These issues will be solved by the file transfer protocol. The file transfer protocol is a client server model. The client server has three components: the user interface, the client control process, and the client data transfer process. The service has two components: the server control process and the server data transfer process. This diagram will describe the FTP architecture. In the client side, we will have three fields. That means user interface, then control process, then data transfer process. It will be connected with the server by control connection and the control data connection. In the server side, we will have two field, which means control process, then data transfer process, and also it will be connected with the remote file system. And the client side will connected with the local file system, and the server will connect to the remote file system. Then here there are two connections are used. First one is control connection, then second one is data connection. The control connection remains connected during the entire interactive FTP session. Then the data connection is opened and then closed for each file transfer activity. Then it opens each time commands that involve transferring files are used, and it closes when the file is transferred. Then also FTP uses two port numbers. Port 21 used for control connection and the port 20 is used for the data connection. Then the control connection. It uses NVT ASCII character set as used by the telnet. Then the communication is achieved through commands and response. This control connection commands are sent from the client to the server and responses are sent to the server to the client. Then every FTP command generate at least one response. A response has two parts. One is a three-digit number followed by text. Then the numeric part defines the code. The text part defines the needed parameters. The first digit defines the status of the command. Then the second digit contains the area which is status applied. Then the third digit provides additional information about the particular data. Here is the some commands used in the file transfer protocol, then the arguments also given, then the description of the each command will be given. Please refer this. Here is the some common responses used in the FTP code and the description also given. Then the data connection. Data connection used to transfer the files. Data connection steps are the client node server issues a passive open using a ephemeral port. This must be done by the client because it is client that issues the commands for transferring files. Using the port command, the client sends the port number to the server. The server receives the port number and issues an active open using the well-known port is 20 received the ephemeral port number. Then the file types are ASCII file, CDIC files are the image files. Then the data structures used here is file structure, record structure, or the page structure. Then the transmissions modes are the stream mode, block mode, or the compressed mode. This is the file transferring over the network. It will explain about client server file transferring model with the port number. Then the security for the FTP requires a password. The password it sends a plain text that is in the encrypted format, which means it can be interrupted by the user by an attacker. The data transfer connection also transfer data in plain text, which is in insecure manner. To be secure, one and add secure socket layer between the FTP application layer and the TCP layer. In this case, FTP is called the SSL FTP. Thank you.